Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out The Dark Egg. It's important to stress that what you're looking at here is going to be a demo copy of the game, so it goes without saying that everything that you're about to see is subject to change. It's also worth mentioning that the game is on Kickstarter right now. I'll quickly switch over to that. As you can see, there's about 28 days left to go in this Kickstarter campaign. It hasn't reached its goal yet, but if you are interested in backing this particular project, then you can click on the link in the below description. So what is The Dark Egg all about? Well, this is a surrealist text-based RPG. You will explore an island, solve puzzles, and fight enemies, all in your attempt to get the Dark Egg. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into the game now and see how it plays. Okay, so here we are in the game. It's worth mentioning real quick that this is a sponsored video, meaning that I was paid to cover this game. So I'm not going to review it, but I will play it. And again, if you like what you see here, there's a Kickstarter campaign that you can support, and there's also a free-to-play demo that you can download right now and play. That's the version that I'm playing right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look around. There is the settings menu. Just pause if you want to see any of this in greater detail. Unfortunately, there's no window resizing or screen resolution options, but there is a full screen toggle right here. It says starts game in full screen. Otherwise, it's in a very small window that I'm currently playing on. As you can see, there's various volume sliders and the like, but again, with this being a demo, I can't imagine this is going to be the final product, so it is what it is. Let's go ahead and click on New Game and see what it's all about. When I was young, I heard a story. Okay. I wonder if there's a way to make the text go faster. About an island surrounded by a silver lake. The island was empty save for an old city. Its people were lost and hungry. And when they cried for help, there was no answer. But then, from the heavens, came the many eyes of grace, who gave an answer. Salvation arrived on winged creatures, speaking in tongues that aged men. I don't know if they look friendly or not. They taught many secret things and what mind was. Their gifts took away mankind's faults and replaced them with eyes of grace. Okay. The island was blessed, everyone was made right. The city was made better, its sun was consumed. The city was made into memory, living words in eternity. Screams faded, and none came back from the island. Yeah. Okay, most leave the island alone, except for those seeking its greatest treasure. An egg from the heavens, unspoilt and perfect. Resting in the womb of the old city. A thing that will grant any wish you desire. I could see why it would be super popular, but is it worth it? A thing that I must get. Oh, okay, so we're going to play the poor sap that is going to be trying to get this egg. Okay. You've awoken to the rocking of a ship. You can't remember how many days it has been. Alright, next. They said it would only take half a day to get to the island, even the ferryman said so. But the ferryman was not moved from his spot since you got on the boat. He simply stares forward into a white mist with no island in sight. The sound of waves surround you and nothing else. Alright, I can talk to the ferryman or look for the island. Let's talk to the ferryman. You speak up to catch the ferryman's attention, but he makes no attempt to speak back at you. He only continues to stare into the white mist ahead. Is the boat even moving? Just look for the island. You peer over the boat and see rushing water. It is a relief to know the boat is going somewhere. You, like the ferryman, simply stare out into the mist-covered waters. There is no island in sight. Check your bag. You open your bag just beneath your feet. It is drenched by the mist and splash of the waves around you. The contents are nothing special. Gear you were told would help you on the island. Many assured you there would be a town near the seashore when you arrived. You're not so sure anymore. I guess look back to the ferryman. Take inventory of your supplies. A good explorer always knows what he carries. We've got, looks like a small knife, climbing rope, a compass, and recovery potion. And it looks like you've got 30 gold, 6 attack, and 5 defense. Okay. Alright, though you remember bringing a map of the island, you can't seem to find it in your bag. Maybe it fell out. Search for your map. Okay, I just clicked on it. You find your map on the floor of the ferry and pick it up. While you're no sailor yourself, it is completely foreign to you. The map is wet to the touch. Still hopeful, you open it but find its contents unreadable. The ink runs. That's not good. Okay, it appears you need to draw a new one as you go. You place the map in your bag near your compass and notice the dial spinning erratically. Pulling it out, you try to hold it steady. The dial only grows more wild. Upon hearing a rustle from the front of the boat, you look up from your bag. The ferryman has turned from the misty waters. He stares at you with dull eyes. Ocean mist drips from his pale chin. You feel his gaze upon you. Talk. You give a quick hello. His face remains expressionless. Black eyes stare directly at yours. We've passed the normal waters. Okay. Is that so? Indeed, you'll be docking soon. I won't go to shore, I'm sure you know. I never go to shore. Okay. Of course, the ferryman turns from you and stares back into the ocean. Okay. To your relief, you begin to see a land emerge. And I'll just say try to get a closer look. The shoreline is decorated in yellow lights. As the boat gets closer, a silhouette of dark, wet town appears before you. The light seems to dance in mist and rain. It is the harbor. Best be quiet when you get to shore, the ferryman whispers. Should I be worried? Caution is wise, but I don't know how much it will help you on that island. Okay, we'll be aboard in a moment. Best to sit down. You sit where your bag rests. The cold splashes of water pepper your numbing face. You let out a breath and see it mist in front of you. It is getting colder. Okay. We're docking. The ferryman raises his hand, and as he does so, the boat slows. The boat twists and turns as if 4 men were piloting it. You remember that there was a crew on this ship. When you first set off, there was a crew, wasn't there? The boat comes to a halt, and beside the boat you see a worn wharf. Best of luck. To whatever it is you're searching for, stranger, you look for the ferryman, and surprised that he is not at the head of the boat any longer. That is strange. He was there a moment ago. You look around but do not find him anywhere. It is only you, and there is only the dock. A small layer of snow covers it. Alright, so on the very bottom there's like a little map. That's cool. You step off the boat and your feet pass into the snow. Light rain begins to pepper your face. Okay. And next, we're on the street walkway. Alright, the harsh wind claws at your face. You realize now that you're far underprepared for what is to come. The town is quiet, and the street lamps glow a dim yellow in the winds around you. Not a soul in sight, but as you walk forward, you hear the laughter of the man to your right. Your footsteps splash in the road. Talk to the strange man, enter the shop, or let's go to the shop, enter the shop. You walk up to the small shop and open the door, getting out of the rain quickly. The inside is a good deal warmer than it was out there. Lining the walls rests all kinds of goods, from small vials to books and art. Centered at the back is a large wooden countertop. Behind the countertop sits a pale, bearded man, and behind him a wall. From his seat he towers over you just slightly. His eyes are nearly closed. He appears amused at your presence. Funny, haven't had visitors in a long time. But then again, perhaps you aren't a visitor at all. What are you here for? Let's take a look at his equipment. And he motions toward the back of the shop. As you walk forward, you find racks of various clothing. Okay. You realize most of it is wear, and unfortunately not very helpful for what you plan to do. Okay, you think you can't use any of it? The man asks for a moment. He looks up and down. You do have a fine piece of leather on you, but armor isn't everything out here. He points to the thick coat near you. The cold can be just as deadly. Alright. I've seen many experts of the sword freeze before they made a single swing. 40 gold for a winter coat. I guess. Let's just do it. You don't have enough gold. Alright, never mind then. I guess we'll leave. Alright, the man still hovers on the street corner laughing. I'm going to continue, and I'm not going to talk to him. As you follow a trail of wind and rain through town, you walk empty streets lined with yellow lights. Okay. The weather worsens as the road opens up a bit. 2 houses on one side and chapel on the other. As you get closer, you notice they make no sound. All of the people there care not for the rain, letting it fall on their pale skin. Their black eyes stare at nothing. This is creepy. They walk from street to street, building to building, without pause, without emotion. None turn to you as you walk by. You stand in the center of the road. Blank faces passing by you. The chapel appears empty. Alright, streets... So there's a little map down here. I love that. In days of yore, when I played like Zork and other text adventures, I'd have to make my own map as I went. Let's go... I guess to the Overlook? Although, the alley is kind of dangerous. Let's go to the... Let's continue... Knock on a nearby house. Okay, how about that? Come in. You open the door and you walk inside. On your left rests a calming fire. His face is tired and... Okay, there's a man in a wheelchair. His face is tired. He turns to you and smiles. Oh, a guest. Come get warm by the fire. Why? I can't remember the last time I've had a guest. How is it out there? The rain doesn't seem to be doing you many favors. Okay, well, you can rest here as long as you need. My wife has always had was always a great hostess, but she's out at the moment. A shame you can't meet her. You take a seat next to the man and he suddenly turns toward you. Say, did you happen to see my wife and daughter on your way? They were supposed to go for my medicine. I tell them I didn't see anyone. He nods and leans back with a distant look. Oh, well, they shouldn't be back, or they should be back any moment, I'm sure of it. Ask about the weather, ask about the chapel. Let's ask about the chapel. Okay. Ah, the old chapel, such a lovely structure. Say, have you seen the inside? You say you haven't. He shakes his head. That's no good at all. Take a look inside, you'll love it. You tell him you have. The old man gives a smile. Yes, beautiful, isn't it? The artwork especially. I know my daughter loves these pictures the most. I still remember when the folk around here used to actually visit the old thing. If I'm not mistaken, it was built back when people were first coming to the island. It was for the egg, the dark egg. They really worshipped that thing back then. What am I even saying? They still do, and who could blame them? Not like there's much else to do around here. Okay. So, I guess we ask about the weather. He turns to you amused. What to say about it? It won't get sunny anytime soon, if that's what you're asking. No, it won't get sunny. If you're planning to venture out much further, make sure you're prepared. My wife is very strict about keeping bundled up. So it seems like I need some kind of coat or something, but I don't have the money for it. How about the passerby? Alright, they ignore me. So passersby are ignoring me. Persist. You reach out for a person only for them to change direction. Okay. Give up. Let's go to the chapel. The chapel is quiet. The floors, the walls, ceilings are tiled with glossed black stone. Pictures of people in the harbor line the walls, and lanterns rest in all four corners of the large room. In its center lies an altar. On it is a dark egg. You feel the egg calling to you. Inspect the egg. You walk up to the egg, passing rows of empty pews. Okay. You at the altar, you notice 4 pedestals surrounding the egg. This isn't good. Touch the egg. Check the pedestals. You go toward one of the pedestals and notice that from each one extrudes out a glowing barrier of sorts. Nearly invisible, it is likely a dangerous trap meant to protect the egg. The 4 pedestals are lit, and the barrier protects the egg. Yes, so we should not have touched the egg. That's good. Check the left pedestal. You examine the left one. There's a switch beneath the beacon. You try to press it, but find it locked. How about the right one? There's a switch there as well. You find it locked. How about behind? 4 pedestals are lit. Left and right. You try to press it here. Click. The beacon switches off. Okay. Sparks fly from the other 3 toward the edges. One goes to the picture, another goes to the large stained glass window, and the third goes back to the back of the chapel. Alright, the pedestals rest once more. Let's check the window. I'm guessing we have to, like, unlock all of the pedestal switches and then turn the thing off. Okay. Let's see. It depicts 2 wide wings surrounding a mess of colored panes. Despite the cloudy weather, the light still shines through, tracing to the floor. Nothing in the window moves. Every time you look back, you swear the colors are different. Light. Check the floor where the light shines. The patterns made on the floor seem suspicious. When you get close, you notice a grid marked with lines and dots. The light touches only specific dots. Okay. The light hitting the dot crawls through the lines connected. It seems you can move the lines around. Oh, so I can move these. So I wonder if I have to get these connected. Can I move that up there? Okay. A second grid sits right at the... Okay, so I have to just basically connect here. So if we did that and get that... Okay, so we need to get that over. That doesn't go down there, huh? Oh, I can bring that up. So what's... So... That's not it. Can I... Okay, so I can actually move this as well. Interesting. Okay, so what if I did something like this? Okay. Uh-huh. Where they click, okay. Soon after, the light from beyond the glass vanishes and the pattern's dulled down just to find scratches on the floor again. Okay. You see one less lit pedestal around the egg. Yep, so we are solving puzzles. We already did that. Head to the back of the chapel. The roof slides down as you near the edge. The space is mostly empty, though there are various objects and furniture strewn about. You notice various books in a closet, and the other a piano. The floor is a mess. Not a speck of dust is in sight. Let's check the piano. Rather beautiful piano. Despite its dust, its entire body has a lovely wooden sheen. Ivory keys sit eager to be played. Let's play them. You're not sure what to play, but you play all the same. I wonder if we need some kind of clue first. Let's stop from now. Leave. Let's check the books. Opening them as you do, you quickly find all are in a language you do not understand. You place them on a nearby shelf. The floor is a mess. How about the closet? You open up the closet and find it deeper than you first thought. Far, far deeper. Find a light switch. You feel around for a light switch and find one, pressing it. Immediately, candles begin lighting a narrow hallway, row by row. On both sides of the hallway stands mannequins. Their faces are blank, save for two black holes where eyes should be. They all turn to you. That's really creepy. Leave, leave, forward, leave. Why are there 4 leaves? This is not good. It's fine. You creep past the mannequins slowly and without a sound. They do not move, and yet when you turn around, the ones behind you have turned their heads. Ooh. Their eyes bore into you. Continue. You ignore the mannequins and press on. The hallway is endless. The mannequins are endless, and everything looks the same. You're tiring. But thankfully, as you keep moving through the rows of heads, you stumble upon what seems to be the very same door you came from. There's something attached to the door. Sheet music. There we go. I did lose some energy. Decreases over time as you walk around and perform actions. And it looks like I possibly lost sanity. Alright. Yeah, let's get out of here. How do you leave? This is the same door, right? Let's find it. Tentatively, you go and open a door in front of you. Nothing looks out of place. This is the same door, you're sure of it. But when you pull the door, you find it locked. You have to go back down the hallway. Alright, the mannequins are staring at me again. You scurry back down the hallway as quickly as possible. Alright, piano. You find the piano. Let's play. Alright, so there's the sheet music. And... okay, so... So, if I remember my sheet music, or if I remember my class, this is F, A, C, okay. So, every good boy does fine. So, this is F, I think. I don't know. So that one... I wonder if it's... So, not this one. So, it's this one. I mean, the sheet music has me go 1, 2... I mean, they should go one in order, you'd think. Starting from... I never was good at... Alright, well, let's see. There's ones lighting up over there. 2... So... There we go. Easier than I thought. As soon as you press the final key, a click is heard, the piano goes silent, and one of the pedestals has turned off. I think the gallery? We did the window, we did the chapel. Let's check out the gallery. Alright, various pictures. You approach the first and scan past each one, noting their contents. You need to look more closely to find anything. Look at the picture of the harbor. Eagle-eyed view of the harbor, only it is a beautiful day filled with blue. Around the town are small blots of people in color, unlike anything you've seen in your brief stay. The warmth of the scene radiates from the painting. The layout of the harbor, even individual buildings, are identical to the real thing. Perhaps this is a recent work. A small shop you passed along the way. Someone is walking into it. How about the great city? Beautiful city covers the picture, surrounded a large town square. The architecture is some of the finest you've seen. Something in the center of town rests something large. Everyone is looking at it. A creature? It becomes increasingly abstract toward the center. You can't tell what you're supposed to be looking at. It looks like it's breathing. Ooh, nasty. How about the dark egg? The dark egg stands on its glory. In the center of the frame, at each corner is an angel, arms outstretched and holding a cloth. Okay. Behind the egg in the distance, you see the same scene again. The brightness of the egg contrasts in name. Its brilliance seems to glow off the ink. You feel like you understand the praises the angels sing of it. You've never been more certain of its power. You notice a small switch right by the painting. Was it always there? Alright, so I flick the switch. Hear an echoing. 4 of the beacons have dimmed away. All 4 pedestals are unlit. The barrier is gone, and so is the egg. Okay, we'll inspect the altar. You wonder if your eyes are playing tricks on you. Stepping up to the altar where the barrier used to be, you can see as clear as day the egg is gone. You feel the altar looking for it. Perhaps it's been hidden. Try as you might, you find nothing about the egg. You are surprised ever to find the metal beneath your hand. You check your hand and find a key. Alright. You're not sure where the egg went, but the key could come in handy. What could it be for? Alright, folks. Well, there you go. I think this is going to be a good stopping point for me. Hopefully it will let me save the game from here. If you guys want to check out the demo for yourself, like I said, there is a link in the below description. If you want to check out the Kickstarter, there is a link in the below description. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.